Hello, Internet. It is Thursday, August 1st. I am Chet Siegel, and a hipster was bitten by two possibly rabid raccoons in Central Park yesterday. And this is your Guyism Speed Round. An informal white student union has formed at Georgia State to discuss issues that affect white people. The examples they gave: immigration and affirmative action. So basically, this is a group for them to talk about how hard it is to share their toys. And by toys, I mean America and education. Yesterday, a hipster was bitten by two possibly rabid raccoons in Central Park. But don't feel too bad for her, okay? She gave an incredibly vivid and prosaic account of the whole thing to the police and to the emergency room officials. And apparently, the raccoons approached her very, very slowly. She had multiple opportunities to just fucking go away. And she Instagrammed the entire thing. So if anybody deserves rabies, it's this bitch. Rabid raccoon stepped into his room, only to find hipster flesh to bite. A 53-year-old grandfather committed suicide because he felt that he couldn't keep up with his tech-savvy family. Oh, I just got a really good idea for a tweet. I got new followers. A rapper was charged with double homicide after he bragged about committing the crimes in one of his rap songs. But I have been operating under the assumption that anything you sang didn't count. I count calories, but I don't count anything that I eat while standing over the sink. I have a very hard time getting along with women, and sometimes I imagine them falling and cracking their skulls open on stairs. Sometimes I hope my sister gets fat so I can be the pretty one 'cause she's cute. None of that counted, right? 'Cause I sang it. OJ Simpson was granted parole, but only for one of his multiple charges. So he still has to stay in prison for at least another 4 years. But I think this means that technically part of him is free. If he gets to choose, I hope he picks his face, because I would pick my face. A porn company has agreed to comply with a court order that says they're no longer allowed to sell any more videos from their Ben and Cherries video line. Some titles in this series include Boston Cream Thigh, Peanut Butter D-Cups, and Harry Garcia. Is it bad that that kind of makes me want some ice cream? For the very first time in history, a 730-pound pig was successfully treated for lymphoma because the priorities in this country are seriously fucked. That could have been a lot of bacon and gelatin, which is good for baking. A new study shows that coffee drinkers are much less likely to commit suicide. I'm a good person. My jokes don't suck. My hair is nice. I don't look like I'm 12. I look like a grown-ass woman. I am a grown-ass woman. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. And now it's time for viewer inquiries. Thank you, Benjamin, for this awesome graffiti background. I really like what you did with that E, how you incorporated the heart into the E. Very crafty. Now let's get to it. Hey, Chet, would you rather have forks for hands or spoons? Ho. Well, Greg, I think I'd rather have forks that I can, grab at stuff. And forks have a little groove up at the top, so I think I could still do a little bit of scooping with my fork hands. Reasonably, what do you think your spirit animal would be? What would you want it to be? I want mine to be a griffin vulture, but I'm more like a jellyfish or a snail. And then he did that little sad kind of emoticon. I would want my spirit animal to be a puppy. You know, a little one with big paws, because they are full of energy and they have so much joy and they're so friendly and they just go really, really hard and then they collapse and they sleep and they cuddle. And I love that. So I would want to be a puppy. But I think that in all honesty, I'm probably a squirrel because I flit about, I'm a little anxious, and I store nuts for the winter. If you were a burger, what would you have on it? I would have a gooey slice of American cheese on top of me with a couple leaves of crisp, cool lettuce. And I would be sandwiched between a lightly toasted Martin's potato roll. Yep. All right, guys, that is gonna do it for today's Guyism Speed Round. I have been and will continue to be Chet Siegel. If you liked what you saw, click that like button down below, shoot the link to a couple of your nearest and dearest, and I will be here tomorrow with more headlines that you need to know. Hello, Internet. It is Thursday, July 1st. No, it's not. I didn't time travel to send you this speed round. The fuck? I'm so caffeinated. I love it. It's crazy. It makes you like jittery. I feel like I'm living on the edge right now because I'm drinking caffeine. Yep. As you can tell, I'm a very bad girl if I'm getting all hopped up on the caffeine. Because I mentioned Papa John's yesterday, one of my followers tried to get me some free pizza. You guys are the fucking best. This job is crazy. Ever since I got first aid and CPR certified, sometimes I hope that disasters happen so that I can step in and help everybody and be a great big hero. And then once I'm a hero, everybody will be like, oh, that lady's really cute and she's really funny and she should be on television.